Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Andrew Stanton was a sword swallower who grossed out the live audience. AGT returned on Tuesday after a week hiatus. The show was filled with talent from all different genres, with one act in particular grossing out the judges and audience. Andrew walked onto stage with swords and a pan. He hit them together and then knelt on the stage and put the swords down his throat. Andrew led with no introduction and the judges were left speechless. The contestant then tied a rope with a bag attached to the end of it to the swords and threw it across the stage, causing the swords to fly out of his mouth. Heidi Klum and Sofia Vergara turned around in their chairs, not wanting to watch anymore, but Andrew continued on with the act. He then took a spear and put it in a holder. Andrew leaned over the spear and placed it on his stomach, spinning around it. Even though the judges were creeped out, they all gave him yeses to advance to the next round. I could barely watch. After the clip was posted to Twitter, fans took to the internet to say how horrified they were over it. I could barely watch, scary yet cool, one fan wrote. This was horrifying, said another. A third asked, and he did this in front of a live audience? Horrified looks from everyone in the room. AGT, tweeted one fan, who referenced the lyric from Taylor Swift's song Speak Now, Taylor's version. My throat hurts after watching this dude shove a sword deep within his throat, wrote another. One last fan added, crazy and dangerous. So weird. During the same episode, fans accused Heidi of manipulating a contestant during an uncomfortable moment. AGT had a unique audition during Tuesday night's episode, and fans online were furious. Trent Tony is a firefighter in his daily life, but on stage, he sang and played the piano. He was visibly uncomfortable on stage, but that didn't stop him from sharing a lot of his personal life. Trent revealed that he recently got divorced, and he wrote the song he was about to perform for his ex-wife. This prompted Heidi to grab the contestant's phone and FaceTime his ex-wife. Heidi stayed on the phone with Trent's ex throughout the whole performance and positioned the phone to make her watch. Before he started to perform, Heidi can be heard whispering, "God, I hope he's good." Thankfully, he had a great voice, the audience loved him, and they even gave him a standing ovation. The ex-wife looked a little embarrassed, but overall happy with the performance. Simon Cowell, 63, said, "Very brave to tell us all of that. I wouldn't," regarding his recent failed relationship. Trent received a unanimous yes from the judges' panel. When Heidi gave him his phone back, she hugged him and said, "If the relationship works out, and you have a girl, it better be called Heidi." Howie Mandel, 67, also noticed that the ex-wife was emotional during the performance. Big no-no. Fans on Twitter weren't happy with how Heidi handled the situation, and some thought she was manipulating Trent's ex-wife on national television. One said, calling this guy's ex-wife and asking how she could pass him up just because he's good-looking and wrote a song about her when we have absolutely no idea what transpired in their relationship is weird. To which someone replied, "Very weird. I feel uncomfortable with this." Someone else wrote, "Jesus Christ, can we not emotionally manipulate a lady on TV when God only knows what he did to get divorced?" Another responded, "+1, it was really gross." AGT fans horrified over performer Andrew Stanton's dangerous behavior in front of live audience. The stage at America's Got Talent, AGT has seen it all: heartwarming performances, jaw-dropping talent, and edge-of-your-seat suspense. However, it's rare that a performance leaves fans not only captivated, but also genuinely horrified. That was the case with Andrew Stanton's latest act, which aired live this week and has since ignited a firestorm of reactions from fans and viewers alike. Andrew Stanton, a 29-year-old daredevil and stunt artist, had already built a reputation for his death-defying acts throughout the competition. Known for pushing the boundaries of physical and mental endurance, Stanton had consistently delivered performances that left judges and audiences breathless. But his latest performance went beyond thrilling and entered a territory many fans are calling outright reckless. The setup, a night of danger. From the moment Stanton stepped on stage, there was an air of tension. The stage was dimly lit, and the audience could see an elaborate setup involving fire rings, chains, and a massive glass tank filled with water. Host Terry Crews introduced the act with a warning. What you're about to see tonight is not for the faint of heart. Do not try this at home. Andrew Stanton explained that his act, inspired by Houdini's legendary escapes, would involve being shackled with heavy-duty chains and locked inside the water tank. The twist? The tank would slowly fill with dangerous creatures, including venomous snakes and eels, while Stanton attempted to free himself. "This is my most ambitious stunt yet," he said with a steely determination. "I want to show that fear is just a barrier we can all break through." The execution, a nail-biting display. As the performance began, Stanton was submerged in the tank, his wrists and ankles tightly bound with chains. The water level started to rise, and, to the audience's shock, handlers released live snakes and eels into the tank. The eerie music, coupled with Stanton's visible struggle to hold his breath and maneuver in the confined space, created an atmosphere of palpable dread. The live audience gasped as Stanton fumbled with the locks. His movements became increasingly frantic as the creatures swam around him. At one point, a snake appeared to strike near his face, eliciting screams from the crowd. Judge Sofia Vergara covered her eyes, while Howie Mandel stood frozen, visibly uncomfortable. Even Simon Cowell, known for his stoic demeanor, looked concerned. As the clock ticked on, Stanton's struggle seemed almost futile. Just as it appeared he might run out of air, he miraculously freed himself with seconds to spare. He emerged from the tank, gasping for breath, to a standing ovation from the judges and the audience. However, the relief was short-lived. The backlash, horror over recklessness. While the judges praised Stanton's bravery and skill, fans online had a very different reaction. Social media platforms lit up with criticism, as viewers expressed their outrage and concern over the dangerous nature of the act. AGT is supposed to showcase talent, not potential tragedies, one Twitter user wrote. What if something had gone wrong? This isn't entertainment, it's reckless endangerment. Others echoed similar sentiments, questioning the show's decision to allow such a perilous performance to air live. How did AGT's producers greenlight this? This could have ended so badly, and they would have had to deal with it in front of millions of viewers, another user commented. Parents were particularly vocal, with many stating that they had to shield their children from the screen during Stanton's act. "This is a family show. I had to turn it off because my kids were terrified," a Facebook user shared. The judges' reactions. Divided opinions. The judges themselves seemed to have mixed feelings about Stanton's act. Simon Cowell, who has always admired risk-takers, called the performance absolutely incredible, but admitted it was one of the most nerve-wracking things he'd ever witnessed. "You're a real-life superhero," he said. "But I don't think I can watch you do that again." Sofia Vergara, on the other hand, was visibly shaken. "It was too much for me," she confessed. "I couldn't even look for half of it. You're very talented, but I don't know if this is the right platform for something so dangerous." Howie Mandel, known for his cautious nature, expressed a similar sentiment. "I appreciate the artistry and the bravery, but I don't want to see anyone put their life at such risk. It's not worth it." The ethics of extreme acts on live TV. Andrew Stanton's performance has reignited an ongoing debate about the ethics of extreme acts on live television. While AGT has always embraced a variety of talents, from singers and dancers to magicians and acrobats, the inclusion of life-threatening stunts has raised questions about where to draw the line. Experts in the field of stunt performance have weighed in, with some defending Stanton's right to showcase his craft and others criticizing the inherent risks involved. What Andrew does is undoubtedly impressive, but it's important to remember that even the most skilled performers are not immune to accidents, said Mark Hayes, a professional stunt coordinator. When you add live animals and water to the mix, the risks multiply exponentially. Fans have also pointed out the potential impact on impressionable viewers. There are people out there who might try to replicate this, one concerned viewer wrote. AGT has a responsibility to ensure they're not promoting dangerous behavior. Andrew Stanton's response: no regrets. Despite the backlash, Andrew Stanton has stood by his performance. In a post-show interview, he addressed the controversy, stating, "I understand why some people might find what I do scary or even reckless, but my goal is to inspire. I want people to see that we can overcome our fears and achieve the impossible." Stanton also revealed the extensive preparation that went into the act, including months of training, safety protocols, and consultations with animal experts. "Everything was planned and rehearsed down to the second," he said. "I never put myself in a situation where I didn't feel 100% in control." The future of extreme acts on AGT. The fallout from Andrew Stanton's performance has left AGT producers with a difficult decision. Should they continue to allow extreme acts, or should they impose stricter guidelines to ensure the safety of performers and audiences alike? While some fans have called for a ban on such stunts, others believe they are an integral part of what makes AGT so compelling. The show is about showcasing unique talents, and Andrew's act, as dangerous as it was, fits that description, one fan argued. It's up to the individual to decide whether they want to take that risk. For now, it remains to be seen how AGT will address the controversy. What is clear, however, is that Andrew Stanton's performance will be remembered as one of the most talked about moments in the show's history, whether for better or worse. Conclusion: a fine line between brilliance and recklessness. Andrew Stanton's act on America's Got Talent has sparked a national conversation about the limits of entertainment. While his bravery and skill are undeniable, the inherent risks of his performance have left many questioning whether such acts belong on live television. As AGT continues to evolve, it must grapple with the challenge of balancing awe-inspiring talent with the responsibility to protect its performers and audience. For Stanton, the experience has only solidified his commitment to his craft. "This is who I am," he said. "I live for the thrill and I'll never stop chasing it." Whether audiences will continue to support such high-stakes performances remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: Andrew Stanton has left an indelible mark on the AGT stage. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Update World 24 YouTube channel for more update news.